missed 3 shots. Yeah, I don't miss way more than that. Wasn't no drops, that shit. You do that shit shorter.
Hey, Donte, Kevin told us you were a bit animated there in the huddle before the start of the second half. Can you just kind of take us through what's going through your mind and just how you kind of lifted up the rest of the team?
I don't think I really lifted up the rest of the team. I feel like they lifted me up more than I lifted them up. And then once I got going and the energy started kicking in, and then everybody started feeding off my energy, and then that's when we just started going and getting better and better on the defensive end, and the offense started coming to us. So.
You made those 2 3-pointers early in the second half. How much did that kind of give you confidence and maybe kind of make that contagious throughout the rest of the team?
It gave me a little bit of confidence because I already knew I can make shots. It was just a matter of time before I did. And once I made them, I already knew that I could make a couple more once I got them up. So I said, why not?
Yeah, for you, Coach Willard mentioned that every game is kind of a must-win at this point. How much was that desperation felt in the locker room? And then when you guys came out in the second half, obviously got that early run. Just how much was that inspired by that?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of had a realization moment. We was kind of taking them for advantage, and we weren't really coming out how we were supposed to, or how we've been practicing, or how we prepared. And I feel like since we were able to turn it around, it's just some good energy going into the next game, and just a building block for what's to come.
Donte, that first half dunk, kind of fired up the crowd, fired up the bench. Rising up like that and kind of throwing down a slam like that. What does that do for you guys? I know you weren't having a ton of offensive success, but just kind of getting the energy up. What does it do for the team?
It gave us some energy. It really kicked in our defense because once I got the dunk, we were able to get in our press, and then we were able to get a couple stops. And, even though we didn't capitalize on those stops, it gave us energy, it gave us life, and it gave the crowd life. So that pretty much helped us, keep it pushing.
DeShawn, this is the most points you've scored in a month. How'd you feel out there? Did you feel any more comfortability out there than maybe you have of late?
I wouldn't say I was more comfortable. I just feel like I just had a different mindset, like just to go out there and play, not worried about if I'm making or missing shots, just go out there and give it my all. And I feel like when I go out there, just play 100%, good things tend to happen for me. I just feel like I'm a scrappy player. I'm going to take charges, get steals, and stuff like that. And I just believe in, like, basketball karma. Like, you going out there, giving it your all, the ball going to go in eventually.
And for Julian, those stops at the end of the game, coming up in moments like that when you need to, how does that feel? And kind of what was the mindset going into those plays?
Yeah, it was definitely a great feeling, especially coming off a game from with a lot of foul trouble and just playing defense and getting those stops in the clutch moments was a good feeling for me and a good confidence booster.
Yeah, for DeShawn, obviously the past bunch of games defensively, you've had success. I think you've had a steal in every game this season besides one. How do you kind of keep that positive mindset when the shots aren't falling? And then a game like tonight, what does that do for your confidence?
I mean, Coach Willard told me one of the reasons he recruited me is because even when I'm not scoring, I find a way to impact the game. Juju tell me that all the time. Like, he like playing with me because I don't really need the ball in my hands to be impactful. So I just feel like I got to be the best defender on the team. I got to play harder than everybody else, especially when my shot's not falling, because what else I'm going to do while I'm out there? I can't just be out there running around and stuff. So I feel like it's just my job to give my team energy, be the scrappy player, try to guard the best player, take charges, like I said, get steals, extra rebounds and stuff like that. And then, like tonight, eventually the shots won't fall if you just keep the positive energy.
DeShawn, for the first time this season, you and Jamie both logged 30 minutes together. Just having such a big role as a freshman, you both having such a big role as a freshman, how has kind of the last couple months been kind of just adjusting to not only the college game, but also the Big Ten and making an impact like you two did tonight?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a blessing for both of us to come in and play right away, be impactful right away. I mean, it's definitely hard being like the youngest one on the team, going out there playing, like you said, 30 minutes. But I just feel like as I get more games under my belt, I'm going to get more comfortable, I'm going to get more confidence, and the game going to start slowing down for me. I feel like it's happening right now. Like, I feel like today is going to be like the stepping stone I hope I can build from this game, just being more impactful on offense and like on defense like I've been doing.
For Donte, you and 42 Shutter had some battles underneath. Was there anything said, or did he do the kind of like help spur you on a little bit?
It's a big thing where I come from. If you talk trash to somebody, they go right back at you. And I felt like I try to take a charge. Normally they say on the second bump, when they bump, they got to go around. But normally they give you the charge, which I got majority of the time. But the stare down is what got me. And after I stared down, I knew he couldn't stop me.
And in terms of the three-point shooting, obviously you guys have had issues with that, but even in this game. But is there something about seeing that ball going in that is contagious, can be contagious, not just tonight, but in practice and as the season goes on and these weeks go on?
I feel like once we saw the ball going, it just gave us a new outlook. It really just helped us see that, like, even though we ain't make shots early on, it's a lot of game to go on, and it's a lot of game going. Gonna keep going, basically, and we're just gonna have to keep shooting, and they're gonna fall because we do these at practice. We take shots at practice, a lot of shots at practice, and we see a lot of them going. And once it got to the game, we just knew eventually it would go going. So just seeing those first couple going gave everybody confidence. So.
DeShawn, was there any disappointment not being able to play Doug McDaniel tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to him all, the whole season, excited to play him. That's my best friend. I mean, I talk to him all the time, even though we don't go to the same school. So I was definitely excited to play against him. But, I mean, when the news came out, I just told him to keep his head up because, I mean, life is bigger than basketball. So I wanted to play against him. I wanted to compete against him, but I still want to make sure he's all right in the right mind space to keep having a great season like he is.